Hi, welcome to my channel, Crafty Come Lately. I'm going to share with you how I made the Magnet Baubles, and these are just a Dollar Tree. There's the regular size that I've always gotten, and then I have seen the jumbo before, but I never got it before, but it is here as well. They're the same weight, so obviously there's more of the little ones than the big ones. And these are some of the Christmas patterns that I've already made, but these don't have the magnets except for these, which have the weaker magnet, which I'm not really liking. It's like a sheet kind of a magnet thing from Daiso, but it's not very strong. So either use the magnets that I've talked about before from Magnet for Sale. They're discs. These are 1/2 inch by 1/32 inch, so they're super tiny and thin. Well, they're 1/2 inch discs, but they're super thin. So that would be good. If you have another idea I have is I get these little frames from a nonprofit group, so you can cut these out, and I don't know how strong they are, but you can test them out. And I have done them without the baubles in case you guys don't even want to go to your Dollar Tree or don't have one near you. You can just make it with 1-inch punch, stick the magnet in there. It does show a little bit of a bump, but it works really well. So I did use these on my refrigerator and they work. So that could be another possibility without the baubles. But they're just a regular sheet, 1-inch punch, and then a cardstock and a magnet in between. And you can make a couple of layers if you want to make it thicker. And then I'll throw in one other option is these are Daiso magnets that came. And when I was actually showing you guys this on my Dollar Tree haul video, this is Daiso magnet, so it's a different one. It's a shaped, pre-shaped, has a concave shape to it, or convex. I don't remember which is one, but it sticks up. And so when you stick the paper, you kind of have to hold it to make sure that the paper concaves nicely all the way to the surface until it dries. It has a plastic, then it already has a magnet. They come maybe 12 in a package. So these were not what we're gonna try and make with these Dollar Tree baubles. So I just wanted to add that as a FYI. But all you're gonna do is get some pattern paper and your bauble. And I'm just using glossy accent for the first adhesive. And you may or may not care to find a pattern that you like on the paper and circle it there. But you know, you can center it, because to get half of that icicle would be kind of silly. So you just do a bunch of these as close or as far as you want from each other. Like you may just want to put them on the icicle patterns or whatever you see fit on whatever paper you see. So I've made a few of these like 2 weeks ago or a week ago when I started. And so now they're adhered. And I use the glossy accent just because it's a nice adhesive. And actually I cut a few off just to make them a little handy dandy. But I just cut very rough around the, around the bubble. And some of these I made super tight just to save on the paper. But you can kind of refine it. You can even use the sanding block, which I may have somewhere. You can use a nail file to make it smoother and cuter. So better to do it a little bit larger, and then you can make it a little smaller for the size that fits. Then you would adhere your magnets. So these are again the magnet for sale. So it's not magnets for sale, but magnet for sale. I'll put the link. But it's a 1/2 inch, so it's plenty. With this one I do use E6000. Then I adhere another white cardstock and to cover it up, and in between the drying times and all that good stuff. And then it's pretty much done. And then it's very strong. So hopefully that's self-explanatory. And for the packaging, I have a couple of options. You can do them with either another magnet on the back, or washers. So I talked about the washers being, if it's cheaper for you, if it's less than 10 cents, which is what the Magnet for Sale website, I get nothing out of it. So like I keep repeating it like it's an infomercial, but I get known. But if you can get washers less than 10 cents, then get washers, because you can use the washer as your negative and use your magnet for your positive, and then they can just lay there without adhesive. And so it makes a nice little packaging and cute little thing. So depending on whatever bag you get, you would get cardstock that's kind of more neutral on the back, and do it a little bit smaller. Like these are the bags. I don't remember how big they are, but I just made them 1/4 inch smaller. And if it's a little bit thicker, you may even want to do it less than a 1/4 inch smaller. So I know on the 2x2s, I do it 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So, and that's these guys. So the cardstock will be 1 3/4 squared inches, and these I just put 2 in there, and that would be really cute. This one I didn't adhere since it's not going to move around too much. But the alternative, besides having a second magnet, is just using that Aileen Tack It over and over, which I use a lot for embellishments. Hopefully you guys can see. So this is what's on here. So it's tack it over and over, so you can put it on, then put it back again. And I may have one ready somewhere around here. It's just the adhesives, but maybe I don't. So just wanted to show you that. And yeah, these are 3 1/4 inch squared. So that, but it just depends on the size of the bag that you have. And I think that's all the tips and advice I have for you guys. So hopefully that inspires you to make a little something, little goodie bags, maybe for your co-workers, or a little additional gift for someone that you know. So just a little idea. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and see you next time. Bye.